In part 3 of our series on Steven Avery, Avery and his attorneys fight back against Manitowoc County. Investigations begin as to how Avery was falsely accused and convicted of a rape crime he clearly didn't commit. While this is happening, Avery begins earning money, meets a new woman and starts a relationship with her, and just when it appears like he was getting his life back on track, a woman named Teresa Halbach goes missing. I'm Mike.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Dave. Return of the King, Exorcist 3, Christmas Vacation. Stick around. Sometimes the third installment is the best. This is Necronomipod.
So what's the call, Ian? We're halfway through. Is this one going up there with the elites? Are we going to hit 5 parts?
Yeah, it's going to be 5 parts.
Okay.
I have it pretty laid out.
That makes it easier.
So, yeah,
So you can unequivocally say it's going to be 5 parts.
yeah.
All right.
Still not going to hit a 6.
Well, I suggested this was the best episode in my opener, but I don't know if that's
You
true.
did.
Or not.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. It's a lot packed into this one. I learned a lot in
There is.
reading these notes. What else going on? Anything new with you guys?
Heat wave.
Man, I walked down to your house today and
Yeah.
I could not breathe.
Don't recommend it.
It's like 92 degrees. Humidity, I think, was at 5,000%.
I took a lap around the neighborhood earlier, man. It was hot. Mm-hmm. Not a fan.
It's nice and cool in the studio.
Yeah.
This feels all right.
Nice down here.
Yeah. Summer came
All over us.
right in our faces.
I despise summer. I'm tired of it already.
You're like, what, 2 days into it?
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's not that bad. Like, I'd rather this than snow.
No, not me.
Really?
I prefer the cold over this extreme heat.
Now
Yeah.
that I'm getting older, I don't like all the winter and shit.
Yeah.
I want this.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I would love like a 67 degree day would be perfect.
And overcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A little breezy. You might need a hoodie with your shorts.
That's what I want every day of my life,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah. That's a perfect day.
Yeah,
But
this is
picked between
horrible.
like snow and this level of heat humidity, I would take the snow.
Same.
I try to save my winter bitching because I know I'm going to bitch in the summer. I don't like when I sweat. Mm-hmm. I can't do that. Give me the shivers.
You can always put a coat on. There's nothing you can do about this. I mean, outside
Well,
anyway.
the society has
inside.
told me I have to stop at a certain point and can't take any more off. And I think that's ridiculous. I would have
exactly
loved to have
right.
walked down to your house today just nude with my backpack.
The whole neighborhood would have
But then it becomes like a whole thing, and
Then you can't go within 50 feet of a school.
right. And I'm on the
all kinds of
news,
stuff.
and I was like, I'm just trying not to sweat. Is that so wrong? They're like, well, you were hard. I was like,
It was hot. My penis was cooking, sir. It was 400 degrees out there. The blood in my penis boiled and made it stand at attention. What do you want me to do?
will you be my defense attorney?
Absolutely. I'll get you off.
All right. Well, that's a route we chose to take on this intro.
Anyway, I hope the heat wave dies down here soon.
Is it supposed to? I have not checked.
Not really. I'm going to a Guardians game this weekend. It's supposed to be fucking 89 degrees.
Oh, boy.
That sucks.
Have you been there with the renovations yet?
I have not been to a game yet this
A
year.
lot of nice standing room. Big fan of that. A lot of cool new bars, too.
That's good because I rarely make it to my seat anyway. So
All right, it's best just to bar hop,
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
around the stadium. Yeah. 80s, 90s. For the foreseeable future.
68 and overcast. Take me to that
Yeah,
place.
that might be the perfect.
Yesterday was a little much. It was a little much when I
Yeah.
when I got to I went to see Brand New last night at Jacobs Pavilion, which it's an outdoor venue. Yeah, when I pulled in, my car said 97. Like, fuck, this is gonna be Be a hot night.
And plus, you're sitting on those metal benches.
Oh,
Dude, those seats are not comfortable.
I love that venue, but those seats are fucking atrocious.
they need to just put in individual seats like at like a ballpark, like a
Something.
stadium.
Yeah, those are horrible. My tailbone's asleep
just-
in 10 minutes after
It's
sitting on
high
that
school
metal.
bleachers. That's all it is.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Awful.
Other than the seating, that place is really cool.
That's great.
Last summer, we went to see Bush, and I had floor seats with Just Brew Coffee, and I loved that. I'm a stander anyways. I prefer to stand.
Yeah.
Their floor area was so nice because it's a little bit sloped too. So if you just want to stay in the back of it, you could see right over everybody perfect. And you're so close to the band.
Yeah.
But like, and it's Bush. It's not like it's a mosh pit or anything. So I loved that. Because, those seats, that hurts.
Were they selling beers in the pit there?
No, I had to go back out.
Because I was there a couple weeks ago to show, and they had like iced down beers, selling them right in the back of that area.
I don't think they did that for that
maybe
one.
that's new.
But another thing with that is like I never wait in line at that place. Like for
No,
bathrooms
no.
or like
There's no
there's
line.
so many concession stands.
Absolutely, it's a great spot,
Yeah, it really is.
right on the river.
Cleveland's hidden gem, if you will.
But yeah, it was hot. I was sweating before I even walked in.
But you were.
Good show.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Who was it again? 3 Days Grace?
Brand new. No, it was brand new.
Silver Chair? They opened? Oh,
It was just brand new. That was it.
just them. No opener.
No.
Wow.
They're
How long they play?
Like, fuck that. We're just doing our own thing.
2 hours, 2.5 hours,
Wow.
maybe. Talked twice.
Wow.
One
cool.
time wasn't even intended. Just because that venue's on the water, there's boats going by and shit. A boat blew its horn and they thought they like stopped playing and like, oh fuck, like what just happened?
Not just a boat, like a freight boat, like
Yeah.
a big ass ship.
Like dude didn't need to blow his horn.
No, he knew he was fucking around.
Yeah.
They're probably on edge. An oil tanker spun sideways and hit the dock the other day. So they did.
Yeah, because it's
tugboats
narrow.
to pull them out.
It's a
yeah.
narrow thing.
Well, when it was coming through, I'm like, that's a really fucking big boat to
It's
be coming
jarring
through.
to see that.
Yeah, like wait, how is this thing going to fit through? And then they do, and then they fuck around and mess up your show.
But yeah, it was cool. Very good.
All right,
All's right with the world.
let's jump into Steven Avery. I still haven't made up my mind yet.
Okay.
I know we haven't gotten to the crime yet, but I haven't made up my mind.
On all of it.
Maybe he's innocent.
Oh.
Well, he's already innocent of one crime.
Oh,
we've
I thought you
discussed.
weren't made. Your mind wasn't made up on that part either.
No, all of it. All of it.
Okay.
We'll see where tonight takes us.
Fair enough.
I wanted to clarify real quick before we jump in. I think we said it as Waupun.
Waupun.
So that's where he was in prison at, and we were talking about his wife having to drive, and she did it like every 60 to 90 days. And I kind of shortened the distance a little bit. Like I made it seem quicker than it was. Like really driving there and back, it's like a 4-hour trip altogether. That's a lot with 5 kids, poverty, working.
I agree,
Single, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to,
Good on you.
yeah. It wasn't like she was just an hour down the road.
Oh, you can't drive to the corner.
It's a long time trying to pack up all those kids and shit.
You know what the answer is?
What's that?
Condoms. Birth control.
That is certainly it's going back to the root of the problem.
So Steven Avery walked out of prison on September 11th, 2003. He was greeted by all kind of people, just, his whole family and everybody super pumped that he was finally free.
Adoring throngs of fans.
Yeah. So he had to get into a reintegration process, and there were guidelines that I guess they weren't enforced, but it was like, hey, you shouldn't drink, you shouldn't have guns, you should stay, don't go out late and shit.
The man was wrongly accused of a crime, locked up for 18 years, and like, now you still have to follow these rules because we fucked up.
Well, and I don't know if it's because like the county it's smaller, or what a bigger city's integration process or reintegration process would look like, but a parole officer is who handled it for him. So like when you're looking at the files, it talks about it's all written by a parole officer.
They
but
probably
he's
didn't
not
have
technically
They didn't have anything in place for a situation like this.
right. So he's not technically on parole, but it's all done by a
it's
parole
weird.
officer.
That's strange.
There shouldn't even be anyone, really, right? They should say, here's your
I don't
fucking
see how there
belongings.
could be, yeah.
Go live life.
Case dismissed. Shouldn't be under any jurisdiction like that. He was a convicted felon from before, so the guns and stuff was already.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good.
The man should be able to have a drink.
Absolutely.
18 years drinking nothing but hooch. He deserves the good stuff,
Gross.
like, Bud Ice and Milwaukee's Best. Is
He had a wild beard when he came out.
He did. It was flowing in the wind.
that the photo you guys used?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't know, man. After 18 years for something I didn't do, I'd be done with them. Fuck you. No parole. No parole officer.
Yeah, like I don't give a fuck what your intentions are.
Yeah, right.
You know.
I'll be good.
Yeah. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Strangely, he wasn't good though. Huh?
Well,
Wow.
takes a twist. So Steven moved into an old trailer behind the salvage yard, a 12 by 50 foot box with cold water. That's pretty much it. His nephew, Brennan Dassey, helped him carry in a couple mattresses. That night, Dolores made venison stew, and they had the local paper came out, took some pictures. And the next morning, Steven got back to work at the salvage yard. He ended up processing a burnt Pontiac Sunfire and got a sale ticket for $311.38. He made a copy, and he submitted that to the parole guy. Like, he doesn't have to, but he's still
That's crazy.
Like, hey, I'm doing the reintegration thing.
Didn't even take a day off.
He's back at it.
Yeah. Well, some would say he had 18 years off, Dave. Come on. Get back to work. Get back to work, bud. Taxpayers are done covering your ass.
Oh my god! I think the taxpayers should have sent this guy on a fucking vacation. Jeez. I had a Pontiac Sunbird, not a Sunfire.
Well, that's because you have testicles.
It's a convertible.
When I first got my car, it was a Chevy Cavalier. There was only one other car that was more prominent with young girls driving it, and it was a Sunfire. You saw a Sunfire going, you're like, oh, let's see the girl driving this. Do you know how many men I had looking at my Cavalier being like, oh, let's see the chick driving this, and it's fucking my dorky ass?
Sup, bitch?
Sorry, boys. I mean, I'll still blow you if you want, but might not. I'm a little toothy.
A little toothy. I shit my pants on the front porch sometimes, but other than that, I'm a catch.
You always associate that with like older Mike. I was not even driving, which was the whole point of the story. I had to ride my bike 4 miles.
Somebody commented on something today about you shitting your pants. That's why I had it in the back of my head.
I just think it's always in the back of your head thinking about that. We looked it up the one day. I don't know if that was on air or not. From my house to the library, which is where we went, rode our bikes and then back. It was 2 miles each way. It was a 4-mile ride
Far.
in the heat
Yeah.
with, upset stomach.
Yeah. Understandable.
No gas stations. Once I got to like a certain point, like past like where the mall is, there is nowhere to stop. The only place would have been the fire station, and I don't think I didn't have the balls to do that. Would have accidentally shat on their front yard or something. At the end.
By midweek, Steven bought a used 92 Chevy S10 for $2,800 cash. His brother Chuck's name had to go on the title to meet the insurance requirements. But like we said, he's doing stuff. On Thursday night, a pair of Manitowoc deputies stopped by for a courtesy welfare visit. Just like hey, are you still following those guidelines? They noted in Steven's file, his reentry folder read, quote, 9 p.m., lights on, sober, compliant. Again, like I don't know why they're checking up on him, but they are.
It's very strange.
Yeah, like it's over now.
Yeah.
Well, they had already had it out for him to begin with, right? Now they're just using this as an excuse to maintain checks, I guess.
Yeah. You locked me up for 20 years. I'm not going to be sober. Fuck you.
Right.
On September 25th, Steven signed a contingency agreement with Cannon and Dunphy. Basically, they would cover everything up front, the filing fees, expert witnesses, travel, depositions, and they would only take a cut of the money if it came in, which that would be 35%. And of course they're going to take this because they're going for $36 million.
Oh, yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean?
That's still a good deal for him. What else are you going to do? You're not fronting it.
Oh, yeah, that's a great deal for him. And for those two attorneys, this seems like an obvious slam dunk case.
Sure seems that way.
That same week, they brought in a retired ATF investigator named Bill Tyre to start digging through Manitowoc County's old records. His assignment was to track down anything tied to Gregory Allen, especially the old surveillance notes from the summer of 1985, and find a missing memo from 1995. That was the one where a Brown County officer called Manitowoc and said, "You've got the wrong guy in prison." Tyre checked into a cheap motel off I-43, started pulling files, and copied over 1,200 pages in his first 2 days.
Oh, I thought it was a cheap motel.
Yeah.
He's not staying at the Embassy Suites. He's there for business, not pleasure.
He's a retired ATF guy. He's like seen some shit in his career.
Yeah. All he needs is a roof over his head and one blanket, and he's fine.
Some instant coffee, cigarettes.
Cigarette burns in the sheets. I have stayed in a hotel like that.
Oh, I have too.
In West Virginia. It was bullet hole in the door, and there were cigarette burns in the sheets.
Yeah.
It was like sleeping on sandpaper.
Where was that at? West Virginia?
West Virginia somewhere, yeah.
I stayed at Red Roof in Gatlinburg one time that had just been held up 5 minutes before I pulled into the parking lot.
And you didn't immediately just loop back out and be like, we'll find a Motel 6. They leave the light on for you at least.
Yeah.
If you're getting robbed, you can at least see who did it.
Maybe it was No, it was a Motel 6. I'm sorry. Not
was
Red
it?
Roof. It was a Motel 6.
Well,
And
you're
only
about
got
to get sued by Red Roof Inn now. You better send them an apology letter.
I was just there by myself for a couple of days, and it's right across the street from the brewery, which is why I stayed there so I could walk back from the brewery.
That
was worth
There's no
it.
fault in that logic.
Yeah. It was a Motel 6, yeah. It was disgusting, though.
Red Roof Inns at least have an upstairs.
Yeah.
Motel 6s, I think, are usually just all one
I think
floor,
that,
right?
that sounds right, yeah.
Either way, it's door to parking lot.
I don't like that either.
Yeah.
Not my favorite.
Unless that door leads to like a condo. That's all right.
That's right.
Not a fucking 2 beds, 1 room situation.
That's what we stayed in one night when I was with my friend's band touring in Georgia. Somehow we had enough money to get a room.
I was going to say, that's an upgrade, though.
Yeah,
for you
but
guys.
it was one of those like walk right in. I remember sleeping on the floor and it was really fucking gross.
Yep. We did
Yeah.
that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, me and another dude drew the short straws in that head and sleep on the floor.
The only thing worse was like spring break back in college. We would go to either, I think it was Panama City, which is it's just all Parma-ish. Like, it's just not good. And you get those cheap hotels right on the water. And they might be 5, 6 floors. No matter what, if you're on the water, it's just sand all in those rooms. It's in the sheets. It's on the floor.
Awful.
It's just terrible. I mean, you get what you pay for. We were broke college kids, but yeah. For someone like me who does not like sand, maybe that's where my phobia
like it.
started.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah. Just give me a swim-up bar at a resort.
How many UTIs did you give that week pushing all that sand up in the
But
deep-walled vaginas?
hey, you sign paperwork ahead of time. It's fine. I'm not responsible for that. I try to stay as clean as possible, and I trust that they stay as clean as possible.
It's the best effort.
You didn't ask how many UTIs I got that trip. 2.5.
On October 23rd, Patrick Dunphy went to the Manitowoc County Clerk's office and filed a formal notice of claim. The defendants were listed as the county itself, former Sheriff Tom Kosarik, and former DA Dennis Vogel. The accusations were malicious prosecution, hiding exculpatory evidence, and wrongfully locking Steven up for nearly 2 decades. They were asking for $36 million, and Wisconsin law gave the county 120 days to respond. 5 days after that filing, Dateline NBC aired their full segment on Steven's exoneration. The crew had been out at the salvage yard earlier that month doing interviews and just like doing B-roll, shooting around. The episode went out at 10 p.m., hit over 6 million viewers nationwide. Within a week, Steven got more than 200 letters mailed in from total strangers. A few had checks inside or donations that were just a bit over $3,000. The parole officer, who really isn't a parole officer, added to the file at that time, quote, public attention increasing, no curfew issues.
Yeah, you know why? Because I don't have a fucking curfew.
So he really is a parole officer. He's just not Steven's parole officer.
Right.
Because he's not on fucking parole. He didn't commit a crime.
So odd. Was Stone Phillips the Dateline NBC guy?
I don't know. I
that
hope
the guy?
so.
Was that the guy? Stone Phillips?
Yeah,
Early
he did
2000s. That's about his era, right?
he did the thing with Dahmer, right? The famous
I think
interview.
he did, yeah.
By the way, fucking awesome name.
Stone?
Yeah. And Stone Phillips, that's just a cool name.
It's good.
Is that his real name, though?
That's probably
Good
a working
question.
name.
That's got to be a work name.
It's a
right?
working name.
Let's look it up.
His birth name is Granite Michaels.
Granite would be a cool name.
That's not bad either.
Yeah. You might have just came onto something there. Maybe babies born 9 months from now named Granite. Granite, Namapod, whatever their last name is.
That is his real name.
Wow, nice.
Stone Stockton Phillips.
Oh,
That's a fucking awesome name.
SSP, baby.
His parents should get an award or something.
That is
Stone
sweet.
Stockton Phillips. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's asking the hard questions, right?
What a cool motherfucker. What's that guy doing now?
Oh, no.
I've seen him in a long time.
Retired, no? He's
Gotta be, right?
Said
He's
like
on a beach
70
with Carl Monday, just fucking
Jerking each other off.
getting high and fucking girls.
Oh, yeah, that sounds better.
I don't know. He's 70 years old.
yeah.
Chilling.
All right, well, here's to you, Stone.
He earned it.
On December 22nd, 2003, Governor Jim Doyle signed Executive Order 101 and officially created what became known as the Avery Task Force. It was a 16-member panel made up of judges, police officers, forensic experts, innocence attorneys, and policy advisors. Steven had a seat at the table, so did Penny Beerston. The chair was Mark Gundrum, a Republican state rep from New Berlin who used to be a public defender. The group's job was to figure out exactly what had gone wrong in Steven's case and to come back with concrete fixes. And they had just over a year to put it together. Really, it shouldn't be that hard to figure out. You just need to look back at Judy Dvorak, and it's, you know, we don't need a panel of people to figure this out. On January 14th, 2004, Steven's lawsuit officially hit the federal docket. The county executive, Tom Kosarik, and Dennis Vogel, they each had signed the complaint right before 4 p.m. So they were made aware of it right away. And that evening, Patrick Dunphy stepped outside his office and gave a short press statement where he said, quote, "If the county wants this to go away, open the files."
Open the files.
Got 120 days.
Open them, bitch.
Motherfucker!
Less than a month later, the insurance companies fired back. On February 10th, the county got 2 reservation of rights letters, one from Wisconsin County Mutual and the other one from AIG. Both letters basically said the same thing. If any of the claims in that lawsuit turned out to be willful, malicious, or intentional, they weren't covering it. The financial burden would fall directly on the individuals named in the suit.
Uh-oh.
That night, Manitowoc County held an emergency closed-door meeting. The board voted to bring in outside legal counsel. By the next morning, the sheriff's union had sent out a memo telling deputies that they might want to start looking for their own lawyers. 2 weeks later, Cannon and Dunphy filed their first formal discovery request. They asked for 3 things. First, the original surveillance notes on Gregory Allen from July and August of 1985. Second, the control sheets from the photo lineup that led to Penny's ID. And third, any memo or internal record tied to that 1995 phone call from Brown County. Under the federal rules, the county had 30 days to respond. They didn't, just silence. 2 days later, Bill Tyre logged a note in his field file that said, quote, "Silence equals they're sitting on something or it's gone."
You know what? They should all be held in contempt of court and thrown in jail immediately.
Yes, they should.
Yeah, I don't really understand that with, like, I don't know, law enforcement or just anybody in power like that. When you get called out on your bullshit, you just ignore it. Like,
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing this.
You're not above the law.
Yeah, like you have to
This is
answer
a judge's
this.
order.
That's right. You got to hold them in contempt. Yep.
Like, you were told to do this. You have to do it. In February 2004, an early 20s female cousin of Steven Avery's walked into the Calumet County Sheriff's lobby and gave investigator Wendy Baldwin a 53-minute recorded statement. She said Steven had cornered her, quote, 3 or 4 times between 1997 and 2003, once in his trailer, once in a shop outbuilding, and twice on remote family land, telling her, quote, nobody would believe you, before forcing himself on her. Like, that's a serious allegation, but every timestamp, like, this isn't possible. Steven was in prison at this time.
For 18 years.
Baldwin went through and pulled Steven's movement log. Nothing. Like, he was never outside. She contacted the prison. Was like, did he ever have like any work time that you guys let him out? No. He was in prison for 18 years.
Literally could not have happened.
Right.
And she was like under 10 when he went to prison initially.
Yeah.
Very strange part of the story.
This is the kind of stuff, though, that makes you think, like, okay, maybe they are setting him up. Maybe there is something to that. That should have been the end of it. But when she was then asked which trailer layout she remembered, the pre-1985 unit with wood paneling or the newer blue single-wide Steven moved into after his release, she said, quote, the one with the green carpet, but pictures show the post-release trailer had tan linoleum throughout. She described Steven driving her home in his, quote, old Monte Carlo, a car that was crushed long before 1997 and listed as scrap on the yard inventory sheets.
So they got receipts.
Yeah.
Steven Avery has got receipts.
Steven Avery was in a fucking jail cell.
He's literally like,
In
I'm in jail.
1985.
Here are my receipts.
Jeez.
This did not happen. Full stop.
Detective Baldwin requested the cousin's cell phone and landline records for the dates she guessed. Nothing placed her near Avery Road, like anywhere close. And the phone number she claimed Steven once called was activated only in late 2002. District Attorney Ken Kratz joined a second interview with this cousin on March 15th, 2004. He offered for her to take a voluntary polygraph. The cousin's lawyer said she would consider it, but they never ended up taking that. Kratz's internal memo from them dated March 22nd, 2004 says, quote, complainant emotionally credible, factual timeline not compatible with inmate records, no physical corroboration, no contemporaneous disclosure, no third-party witness, hold open, insufficient evidence.
Hold open.
Why?
Okay. This guy's got about the best alibi that anyone could ever have, right?
Detective Baldwin added a sticky note 2 years later, June 1st, 2006. This is after Steven's arrest in relation to Teresa Halbach. Quote, reevaluate if forensic or witness tie emerges. Kratz also made a note to look into this again after the civil litigation was over. So, seems pretty fucking shady to me.
Some fuckery going on here.
Yeah. Like, we've already made it clear what we think as far as the murder of Teresa is concerned, but there's definitely some fuckery going on. This next part kind of just feels thrown into the middle of the story, but it's an important piece of the timeline. On August 18th, Judy Dvorak sat down for her deposition. Under oath, she said, quote, I might have said, focus on number 5. He looked familiar, number 5. Number 5 was Steven Avery. That's what she told Penny.
She should go
Very
to jail
interesting thing to say.
immediately.
She really should.
Yeah. She go to jail.
She should have had some repercussions for this. In the middle of all of this craziness, Steven found love. Aww. Yeah. Judy Ann Kowski. She grew up in nearby Hilbert and was 5 years younger than Steven. She had first heard Steven's name in 2004 from a coworker at Jim's Roadhouse. It was a bar just off Highway 147 in Mishicot. So at the time she's tending bar, and a coworker was passing around articles about the Avery lawsuit. And Jody later said that she felt sorry for him and mailed a get well soon card to him, like, hope you get justice for yourself, whatever, to the salvage yard. Steven wrote back, thanked her, and added a free visitor coupon for the yard.
Yeah. How do I get one of those?
That's fucking spitting game.
Yeah.
I usually, when I'll send little notes to girls in bars and stuff, and I usually attach like a Arby's coupon. Like buy a beef and cheddar, get a beef and cheddar type thing, or a free curly fry. Arby's really sells it because it's, one of the best fast food joints in the country. Underrated.
High class.
Yeah.
It is higher end. That you're going to spend money, right? If you're going to Arby's.
I went there not too long ago. It was like $35. The fuck?
Well, and I know we all like it, but like I was making the joke because like nationally it gets shit on as like people are like, who the fuck goes to Arby's?
Oh, really?
And it's like a thing, like everyone always posts pictures of like Arby's just like with an empty drive-through. I'm fucking going to Arby's. It's delicious.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I like it. It's just expensive.
It is expensive.
I thought your bit was that, like, about I want to see your beef curtains is what the Arby's card was going to be about.
That would be in poor taste and crude.
I want to put my horsey sauce all over your beef curtains.
Good Lord, man. Is that how you talk to women? Not I.
Maybe.
I give them Arby's coupons because I want to take them out for a nice meal at the local Arby's where no one will bother us because it's empty.
That's right. You're a good man, Mike.
Yeah. Spend $55 on that fucking meal. Bring a bottle of Boone's Farm. Add it into our Dr. Peppers. Stir it up real nice.
Drink.
And then get the beef curtains, right?
Oh my gosh. I just wanted Arby's.
I know what you meant, for real.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Men today face immense pressure to perform, to provide, and to keep it all together. So it's no wonder that 6 million men in the U.S. suffer from depression every year, and it's often undiagnosed. It's okay to struggle. The real strength comes from opening up about what you're carrying and doing something about it, so you can be at your best for yourself and everyone in your life. If you're a man and you're feeling the weight of the world, talk to someone, a friend, a loved one, a therapist. Therapy can help us break through our depression and allow us to focus more on positive energy and a healthier frame of mind. By working through our depression, we're better able to serve ourselves and others, which ultimately helps us establish and maintain healthy, happy relationships. Therapy can also be helpful in learning new positive coping skills, setting boundaries, and empowering you to be the best version of yourself. Therapy is not only for those who've experienced trauma. With over 35,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works, with an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews. It's convenient, too. You can join with a therapist at the click of a button, helping fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, switch therapists at any time. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/necro. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/necro.
They met on May 7th, 2005, while Steven was in Milwaukee giving a lecture. It's called, quote, "Junk Science Nearly Ruined My Life." And it was like a thing where he's on a panel with crime lab directors and stuff. And then afterwards, they went to Jim's Roadhouse. So the two of them hit it off, like head over heels kind of thing. Probably kind of like you've been in jail for 18 years and you got a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like you're pretty into it.
Sure.
I'm sorry, Steven, you're not allowed to do a cum. It's part of a parole violation. There will be no masturbation and no sexual intercourse of any kind. We will be doing checks.
I know we dropped all the charges, but we chemically castrated you on your way out. You will not have any more boners. Sorry.
So in mid-August, Jody moved into Steven's trailer. So it got serious
3 months.
pretty fast, yeah. To the point where like they started signing paperwork together. Like instead of it being just Steven, he would add the and symbol, Jody, after everything. Kind of weird. He bought her a promise ring too.
Oh, he's a romantic.
Oh, I forgot about promise rings. Remember those? Those were a thing.
No.
No? Mm-mm. No.
I never gave anybody a promise.
I did not either, but I know people had them.
It's a really good emo band from way back in the day.
Called Promise Ring? Really?
Yeah.
Of course
Sounds
it
like
is.
it would be. That is the most emo band name of all time.
It very much is.
Yeah. I was given a promise ring once. It was a cock ring, but it still counts. The end.
What was the promise?
I don't remember.
I'll deep throat this cock if you put this cock ring on.
Maybe. That sounds about right, but
probably.
I don't recall. Different times, man.
Yeah, I don't know what else you promised with a cock ring. Right?
Yeah. I don't know. Nonetheless, that's it.
Cock rings seem dangerous.
I would not fuck
Like
with
they
that.
might get stuck.
Yeah, I would never mess with that.
And you're in the ER and they're cutting your cock ring off. And
And then they might slip up and cut your cock, and then
Right.
you're like, well, that's that. It was a good run. I have not messed around with that.
no,
I've never messed around with any toys like that.
that seems restrictive and dangerous to me.
Yeah, I agree.
It's asking for something bad to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking around and finding out type stuff. Just lay missionary, put a penis in, take it out, put it in, take it out, and then go to bed. And that's it. And the Lord will be okay with that.
I mean, I've tied it off with the strap I use to shoot heroin after I'm done with that. But cock ring, that's a
Well.
bridge too far.
Hey, man. Save it for your autobiography. Chapter 4, tying one off
That's it.
and on.
On September 17th, 2005, Jody clocked out of work at 7 p.m., but stopped by at Casey's Pub on her way home, had a couple drinks. By the time she reached the salvage yard, just after 8 that night, Steven had been trying herself for about an hour. A neighbor heard some yelling. Steven was telling her that she was wasting her money on beer, stuff like that. Someone anonymously called the sheriff's office. 2 patrol cars came in at 8:30, and deputies found Jody on the porch, Steven inside the trailer. No one was hurt, nothing was broken or anything like that, just everybody was pretty fired up. They issued Steven a $243 disorderly conduct ticket because he'd done most of the yelling. There was also a 72-hour no contact order made. So Steven grabbed some stuff and he spent the weekend at his sister Barb's place.
I understand he's not actually on parole, but when you start telling someone they're wasting their money on booze, throw his ass back in jail.
Crime against
Parole
humanity.
revoked. Parole revoked. Lock him up.
It is never wasting your money.
Not a single time ever has the money been wasted on alcohol. I'm offended Ian even was forced to read that sentence. Shame on you, Steven Avery.
I hope I don't put that on a soundboard accidentally and make us listen to it again.
What? Which one did I
Ian
miss?
saying that.
No, I hope not.
It offended you so much, I don't ever want to do it again.
Yeah, I hope I don't hear that ever again.
It'd be in the booty hole folder.
Know what that is? Don't want to know.
But they made up. Like by Monday morning, everything was fine. She drove him to go pay his fine. Like everybody just chilled out.
It was honky dory, if you will,
Yeah.
as they say in some circles.
Wait, what is it?
Honky dory.
Is it honky? I always said it was hunky dory.
That's what I thought it was. too.
Honky dory?
I don't know.
I could have been saying it wrong.
Oh, I could have been
Hunky
saying
dory.
it wrong. I
Maybe
thought it was
honky dory.
Honky dory.
Well, honky is a word. Hunky, I guess, is a word.
Honky
but-
dory?
That's why it
hunky-dory.
threw me off for a second.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are they saying, Gould?
That's why I'm guessing I'm wrong because usually the way that
They say it's fucked up. It could be honky dory.
it's not gold.
I've
either.
never heard anyone say honky dory.
It is hunky dory.
Hunky.
You guys are right. Sorry,
Wow.
yeah. I say onion, and apparently I say honky dory.
So you need to apologize to Red Roof Inn and the town of Gould, Ohio.
I apologize to everyone across the board.
This list is growing. You're going to be busy writing apology letters tomorrow.
I'm a dumb hillbilly after all. I don't even know what's coming out of my mouth.
Wait, they watch wrestling and Mike watches NASCAR. Am I the hillbilly?
Fucking plot twist.
Because one time ever he said a word wrong.
So on March 27th, 2005, Tom Kosorek, he was the old sheriff, sat down for his deposition. The session ran 6 hours. At one point, they asked him directly, quote, "Where are the Gregory Allen surveillance notes?" Kosorek didn't answer. He said, quote, "On the advice of counsel, I invoke the Fifth Amendment." And he just said that shit over and over again. That same day, Judge Rudolph Ronda was briefed. He gave the county 30 days to produce records or face possible sanctions. A month passed. Nothing turned up.
Oh, boy.
Again, just like, yeah, we're not doing it. 4 days later, on January 31st, the Avery Task Force released its final report. It was 78 pages, plus a full appendix with draft bill language. The recommendations were to record every custodial interrogation, double-blind photo and live lineups, and create a statewide fund for DNA testing and evidence storage. Printed copies went straight to Governor Doyle, the Assembly Speaker, and the Senate Majority Leader. Meanwhile, back in federal court, discovery kept pressing forward. On March 3rd, Sergeant Andrew Colburn gave his deposition. On page 54 of that transcript, he confirmed that back in 1995, he got a call from a Brown County jailer. The guy on the other end of the line said that he had an inmate who was confessing for a Manitowoc County assault, one that another man was already in prison for. We talked about, we had the exact quote where he said it called Steven a dumb hick. Last week we talked about that. Colburn said that he passed the tip to Lieutenant Jim Link, but never wrote it up. When they asked him why, he said that it wasn't his responsibility. Lieutenant Link didn't do anything with it either. On March 14th, 2005, Manitowoc County sent over its formal settlement offer. A sealed envelope showed up at Cannon and Dunphy's Milwaukee office, and inside was a one-page proposal, $400,000 with a confidentiality clause and no omission of liability. Patrick Dunphy read it once and handed it right back, and it's like, that doesn't even cover what the work that they had put into the case at that point.
They'd have been better off offering them a coupon book to Arby's. That's right. I might have considered that.
On June 20th, both sides met again, this time at a Holiday Inn in Green Bay. A retired judge was brought in to mediate this one, and it only lasted 11 minutes. Manitowoc still wouldn't go above $500,000. They weren't offering any policy changes. Steven told reporters afterward, quote, "It felt like they were pricing out a used tractor, not a man's life."
Obscene.
In July of 2005, Steven and Penny Bierston testified together for the reform legislation before Steven's case. The bill passed with overwhelming support, 90-6 in the Assembly and 31-2 in the Senate. You always see those, like, who the fuck's voting against that? Like, what asshole? Who are the two assholes that voted against that?
It's always like something little, though, I feel like a language thing that they want changed, that they're like, no, if it's not this, I have to vote against it.
Or that it doesn't go far enough.
Or it's
like a protest vote.
Yeah. Because they know it's going to pass, so they just want to be that protest vote.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't. They could be some assholes. I don't know, but probably at least one or two.
In that 90-6, there's at least one.
Yeah. And that's 6, of course.
We need more innocent people locked up.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Fuck them. I vote no.
This was signed into law on December 5th, 2005. It became Wisconsin Act 60. It covered all that stuff that we talked about. So the filmed interrogations, double-blind lineups, the DNA Justice Fund. Teresa Halbach was born on March 22nd, 1980, in Kaukauna, Wisconsin. She was the third of 5 kids in a close-knit family that ran a small dairy farm just outside of Hilbert. At Hilbert High, she played varsity volleyball and worked on the yearbook staff. When she signed her photo captions, she used Teresa Loves Cameras. She was very much into photography. She went to college at the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay, and graduated in May of 2002 with a degree in photography. While she was in school, she interned at the Chilton Times-Journal, mostly covering local sports, and ran a weekly photo club for elementary kids. In 2001, she spent a semester in Guatemala teaching basic photography to kids at a grade school in Antigua. So that's pretty cool. By the end of 2002, she was back in Wisconsin and building a freelance career from scratch. She took whatever jobs came her way. She did a lot of weddings, youth sports, senior portraits. What are those things called where people, like where women take classy pictures for their husbands, like nude photography?
Boudoir?
Yeah.
Shoots.
What is it?
Go ahead.
Boudoir?
I talked over you.
Boudoir? I'm having pronunciation issues tonight.
Well, I think the English way to say it is boudoir.
Better make sure you're not like smelling burnt toast or anything.
Yeah, you might be.
Oh, shit, man.
We recorded a show before this one, and you were having trouble too.
Might be
That is
time.
not like you.
Might be time for my retirement.
Do we talk about the nursing home now, or do we wait? We'll get him set up with a studio in his room. It'll be so nice. They'll take him for walks every day.
That'd be nice.
Make sure the nurses all have like tight form-fitting outfits.
That'd be nice too. I used to be on a podcast. Sure, Grandpa. Let's get back to your room.
Okay, Gramps.
Fuck your podcast.
I used to tell beef curtain jokes on the air. Sure, Grandpa. I used to be an unlicensed gynecologist.
You can get thrown out.
So she did those.
Like the sexy lingerie type photos.
There's some weird conspiracy stuff later on. People try to tie in that, like she was into some weird shit, and like those kind of conspiracy people that that like have to make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
So, but she did some of that kind of work too.
What about glamour shots? Those are always fun, right?
I'd love to go back and do some glamour shots now. That would be awesome. Can the three of us go to like Sears and get that done? Like do like a Christmas card?
You think they still do that?
Probably not, but I'm sure there's some gimmick place that'll do that.
Sears is not even around anymore, are they?
I don't think
The
so.
JCPenney photo studio. You got a lot of photo shoots stacking up on your resume, pal.
No, I think I haven't even agreed to this one yet. We're just talking through it. Other than this, I can't think of a single thing.
I'd go to one of those places. I bet you the mall has one.
JCPenney's does, yeah.
Do they? Does JCPenney still do that?
Get some like turtleneck sweaters or something.
Like that Will Ferrell photo where
Yeah.
By the way, you pluralized JCPenney's.
Oh,
You said JCPenney's.
I'm inheriting. I'm manifesting Gould on myself.
He's like, yeah.
I'm making up words.
It's like, the JCPenney's does. Nope, sir, it's JCPenney.
The metamorphosis. I'm turning into Marvin.
I love it.
Fuck. I'm Marvining.
All right, so we'll go to JCPenney's.
Only because Kmart's is closed now.
Kmart's.
What about Sears? Do I just say Sear? So
I think it is Sears, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I would think it is Sears. Wait.
Sears, you gotta say Sears's.
Sears is. You can say Macy's. That's the classy one, though. They're not doing fucking, what is it? Beauty shots? What'd you call it?
Glamour shots.
Glamour shots.
So with all that money that she was making, doing all the freelance work, she bought a dark blue 1999 Toyota RAV4 and added a roof rack so she could shoot overhead using a ladder. By late 2004, she was doing regular work for Auto Trader. They paid her $40 a vehicle plus mileage. Teresa treated it like a full-time job. She synced her Palm Pilot every night, kept a mileage log and a spiral pad in her center console, and labeled camera batteries by date. She had a very strict system. I always kind of admire people that can take something like these commission-based thing and turn them into like a full-time hustle and like really make money off that shit.
Yeah, $40 a car if you can get a bunch a day.
Yeah, she was like grinding.
Oh, that's great.
I wish I was a go-getter.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I'm more of a come hither.
Couch sitter.
That's why I admire those people. I'm like, how do I make that money easy? And then no, it's not easy, sir. On October 10th, 2005, Teresa made her first trip to the Avery salvage yard. Her appointment was scheduled for around 1:30 in the afternoon. She turned off Avery Road at 1:28 p.m., pulled into the gravel lot, past the office trailer, and parked near a silver Dodge Caravan. The vehicle, that was the vehicle she was there to photograph. Between 1:34 and 1:46, she ran through the standard Auto Trader photo sequence: 4 exterior shots, 2 interior, and 1 of the VIN plate. Steven paid her $40 in cash. At 1:49, she logged the job into her Palm Pilot as Avery Salvage PH. PH meant that the photo was complete. Her mileage notebook showed that she had driven 18.6 miles since her previous stop. Later, Auto Traders, their system would log a short note from the visit, quote, "Client polite, yard dogs loud," which I guess that was a common thing. The dogs would just fucking bark and bark.
I'm sure. I assume we're giving all the specifics there for comparison purposes later on. You know, what a normal visit would look like as far as time stamps and whatnot.
And like how she kept the notebook in her car and stuff for later on. Yeah.
Yep.
17 days later, on October 27th, Teresa called Steven at 3:19 p.m. and left a voicemail and said, "Hey, Steve, I can be there Monday about 2 o'clock if that's okay. See you then." At 4:05, Auto Trader sent her the Halloween route: Schmidt's Farm at 11:30, Zipper Residence at 12:45, Avery Salvage at 2 o'clock. Teresa printed the schedule at 4:12, folded it, and placed it in the front passenger seat of her RAV4. That night, she told roommates that she'd be back after what she called her Manitowoc loop. They, like her and a bunch of her friends, had plans to carve pumpkins that night. Monday, October 31st, Teresa clocked in at Auto Trader's office at 9:41 a.m. She picked up 3 new door magnets and left for a route. At 11:45, she reached Smith's Farm outside Green Bay and took pictures of a maroon Pontiac Grand Prix. She wrapped up the shoot and hit save on her Palm Pilot at 12:11 p.m., then jotted down the odometer reading.
Remind me, is a Palm Pilot like a phone/laptop thing?
It was like an organizer, calendar, stuff like that.
Okay.
Is it like a precursor to a tablet?
Or like a precursor to like a
that
BlackBerry,
big.
right?
More like a BlackBerry. It wasn't a phone though. I never had a Palm Pilot, from what I remember.
But was it like the thing in Seinfeld that Elaine had that kept beeping that they threw out of the limo?
I think that was a Palm Pilot. Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just an organizer.
Something you can organize, maybe jot a note down in, and then it just saves on that.
I don't think it had network. I think it was too early for all that.
Yeah, but like that's it, just the simplicity of that.
That's how I remember it anyway. I never had one, but
I remember hearing about them, but I didn't know what the fuck one was.
I did have a BlackBerry though.
Everyone who has ever had a BlackBerry still raves about how much they love their BlackBerry.
It was awesome.
I did not have one.
I always wanted a Sidekick, the one that like flipped out, the T-Mobile one.
We had a couple of those in the house.
Yeah, I always wanted
know.
one.
I didn't like that.
I don't know
didn't have
that one. I had the one that slid up.
Yeah.
I had a phone that did that, but it wasn't a full like screen thing. I didn't have like a full screen till I got like my first. I think it was an Android I had first.
Yeah.
Then I quickly learned that I wasn't a piece of shit and got an iPhone. That's gonna upset some people.
Oh, sir.
Don't be sending me any text with that green fucking bubble. Asshole.
I remember when I got a good deal from Verizon on switching to Android. And I switched, and I was just like fucking bullied by you guys. And
I don't remember that.
I do.
I was like fucking straight up accosted for it. And then I went and returned them and got the new iPhone.
Was that pre-podcast days?
Yeah, like right before maybe.
Okay. I vaguely remember that now.
It fucks up group conversations.
It does.
Like, come on, man.
It really does suck.
I know. I remember going home that night all drunk. I'm like, oh, this isn't going to work. We got to fucking return them because it just, no one's going to fucking talk to us.
Instead of a thumbs up, Ian liked your message. Get the fuck out of here, nerd. God damn.
So at 12:45, Teresa pulled into the Zipper residence. The family's dog barked through the entire stop, which it was a thing. There's a lot of barking dogs out here.
Clearly.
But that was something Mrs. Zipper testified to. It was like specifically the dogs barking. She saw Teresa pull out and wave as she was pulling out of the driveway at 2:30 p.m. At 2:37, Teresa's phone connected to a Verizon tower southwest of Avery Salvage. That tower covered the salvage yard. 4 minutes later, at 2:41, she left her final outgoing call. It's a voicemail to Auto Trader confirming the appointment was finished. The message cut off mid-sentence, which wasn't unusual for her check-ins, so nothing crazy with that. After that, nothing. No more calls, no texts, no data that could be directly tied to her using her phone.
It seemed like it takes a long time. Like she pulled in at 12:45 to the Zipper and then left at 2:30 just to take pictures of cars.
They had a lot of cars.
Okay.
They had a lot of stuff to take pictures of.
All right.
That was like one of her big stops.
Okay. That makes sense then.
There were also no more confirmed sightings, no independent witnesses placing her anywhere after 2:41. Sunset was at 5:50, and it got pretty rainy that night. The only cameras on the property faced the car crusher. Nothing captured the entrance, and nothing was pointed towards Steven's trailer. That same night, so that would be then November 1st, the federal discovery in Steven's case against Manitowoc County officially closed. And the county never provided anything. So they just were like, we're not going to fucking do anything.
Feels like you should get a summary judgment for the whole amount then at that point.
You would think.
Yeah.
But from here in the story, that civil case is pretty much done. We're going to talk about a little more of it next week. But now everything in this story centers around Teresa Halbach's disappearance.
That does make sense.
By Thursday, November 3rd, her mom, Karen, officially reported Teresa's missing. She called just after 5 p.m. and spoke to Calumet County Sheriff's Office and reported her missing. Investigators subpoenaed the cell tower log and saw Teresa's last activity, that voicemail at 2:41 p.m. on Halloween. And they noted that her phone hadn't moved since. By nightfall, the case upgraded to critical missing, and Calumet asked Manitowoc deputies to do a quick welfare check at Avery Salvage. 2 patrol units went out there. They found nothing and left a business card tucked in Steven's door frame. 2 days later, on November 5th, the family organized their own search. Teresa's cousin, Pam Sturm, got permission from Calumet detectives to go into the Avery salvage yard on the condition that she calls 911 if she sees anything. So she wanted to go there and look for herself. She's like, we want to just, we need to get in there and look.
Yeah.
So they said, okay,
That's interesting.
You can go in as a customer, but if you see something, you do not touch it.
Yeah, I guess that's a public ground. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't like they were sending them in and they're undercover. It was like, if you want to go and they let you in, go.
Yeah. All right.
At 10:30 a.m., she and her daughter, Nicole, signed the visitor log and started walking the rows of cars. And we talked about it, I think, on part 1, like the overhead shots. There's fucking cars everywhere. It's crazy. But almost immediately, they see a dark blue Toyota RAV4 tucked behind stat cars with branches propped up against it, kind of like a real shitty job of hiding it.
That doesn't make sense, does it?
Seems a bit out of place or random for the situation.
Or could it have been planted there?
Exactly.
Perhaps.
For Pam to find.
Sure seems like it.
At that point, Pam called back to the police station. Within minutes, the salvage yard was sealed off as a crime scene. They brought technicians in to take pictures of the SUV. They noted blood stains on the ignition area, and they lifted Teresa's license plate from the cargo compartment. A cadaver dog alerted on a burn pit behind Steven's garage, which sifting started that afternoon. Investigators pulled out bone fragments, teeth, rivets from a denim button fly, and a cell phone backplate. By nightfall, all of that stuff was tagged, bagged, and sent to the state crime lab. On November 8th, with Calment now leading the probe, Manitowoc deputies assisted on the search warrant. That's a little weird, and we're gonna talk about that later on. That's like a part 5 thing we're gonna talk about, is like why is Manitowoc involved in this?
You think for visual or for optics, they'd want to stay as far away as possible.
Especially Jim Lank and Andrew Colborne. Of all people, they should, you would think. But they showed up, and this is the second time, speaking off the top of my head, it might even be a third, but I think it's just the second time they come in, and these previous searches turned up nothing. But this time, Jim Lank sees a Toyota key on the carpet between a bookcase and a pair of bedroom slippers. The blue plastic fob matched Teresa's spare.
At this point, do we know that the bone fragments in the teeth are Teresa's? Or they just found things and they sent them off for testing?
I mean, for the sake of this story,
And where we're at in our story.
Yeah, that just remains were found, and they've been sent off to the state lab.
So in my mind, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to get a lot more into the evidence next week, like the specifics of that stuff. But right now that they've just been going through and grabbing stuff, it's like a fucking hoarder's place, some of this stuff. And in one main area, the garage that we'll talk about, it's crazy the amount of shit in there. So they're going through all this stuff multiple times. And on this other pass through, for whatever reason, Jim Lank and Andrew Colborne are there, and they find this key. So all of that stuff was put into evidence, and news of this breaks almost immediately. Steven told reporters that the key was planted to derail his lawsuit against the county. That evening, ATF agents executing a separate warrant found a .22 caliber rifle and 2 shotguns in a gun cabinet in Steven's bedroom. As a convicted felon, Steven is not allowed to own guns, so Calment booked him on a firearms charge while the homicide investigation continued. Steven's bond was set at $500,000 cash, and that's where we will pick back up on part 4.
Things are heating up.
Part 4, we will get into the specifics of some of that evidence. Nothing about Steven's defense. That will all be part 5 stuff.
All right.
So nobody get worked up next week when we're not talking about any the pushback on it. We're just going to get into the evidence, and then Brendan Dassey's 3 interrogations.
Okay.
Take the ride with us. Don't get all worked up if we're not done yet.
You're going to be real mad next week.
Yeah?
When you see how wrestling is twisted and used against this kid, you're going to be super
Motherfucker.
pissed.
Okay. Well, don't love this one bit.
I was very angry when I was reading, like, God damn, man, this is so mean.
Much like Mike's penis at a WWE event, the plot thickens.
Well, I mean, if Jade Cargill or Rhea Ripley are coming out, or Tiffany Stratton, come on. It's a red-blooded American to do.
You're not wrong.
It's always Tiffy time in my house.
This is something still kind of like a bridge episode, gets us from the first part of the story to the next part.
We've made the connection.
Yeah.
Now I see why we're going 5 parts.
Yeah.
That was just the introduction.
Really? Yeah.
Now we're getting into some shit.
How about it? Well, all right.
Are you finding, Ian, as you're going through the notes, that your opinion is changing on anything in general? Okay.
Nothing, yeah.
Dave, what about you as you're rehashing this?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, everything's exactly as I remembered it being back then, looking into all that shit. I don't want to spoil anything for part 4 or 5.
No way.
Okay.
I was surprised how many listeners commented on stuff saying that they had never heard of this before.
Maybe it wasn't as popular as we thought.
Yeah, like there were some people, I did see a handful that were like, I never heard of this either, so no, I'm taking the ride too.
Well, I guess if you that documentary was popular,
It's been a while now.
Over a decade ago, right?
It's true.
And if you just didn't watch it then, you might not have ever heard of it then. It's not like there's been follow-ups and stuff.
Yeah.
There was 2, right?
There was a second season. I didn't even entertain that nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah, but
We're
that
not
came
gonna
out
dig
like
into
right
that,
after it, right? Or like shortly thereafter.
It's
Like I'm just saying there's
year or so.
Well, because it blew up and they're like, oh, we got to make some
we can
more
milk
of this.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the fucking true crime boom started with this shit.
Yeah, you're right.
The documentary boom. Because everybody was like, oh, yeah, I would like one of those on my network.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, 2 more weeks. We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll solve this one.
Yeah. We're not talking about the second season very much. We'll kind of do just a quick summary of that on part 5. We're not going to dig into that very much.
Okay.
Not a ton, at least.
Dave, what do you got for us on Patreon?
Thank you to new patrons Danielle, Pogfish, Natasha Stewart, Fuck Chipotle. Dave will never get that night back. When they fucked my order up, I agreed. I will never get that night back. It's gone. I could order Chipotle every day the rest of my life.
That's
I will
true, but
never
I
be
would-
able to go back and get that night back.
Caution people to watch their tone when they're speaking about Chipotle that way.
They ruined my night, Mike.
They did, and they
This person gets
should
it.
make it right. But
This
let's be
person
honest, how many
gets it.
times have you been back to Chipotle since?
A lot.
Yeah, because it's fucking great.
Shelly, Jason Purdue, Baba Booey, baby. Baba Booey, Baba Booey. I don't hear that too much anymore. Mike cucks Ian with Dave. I don't even know what that is supposed to mean.
Appalling.
Appalling. K-Slay, Jeff, Broccolini, Project Pegasus, Tater King 11. Does that mean 10 Tater Kings have come before?
Tater King the 11th.
Joe Gentry, Maddie Phelps, Scott Rager, Sarah S., Chastity H., Maya Siegner, Caitlin Christie, Annie Krasinski, Mamma Mia, Papa Pia,
Daddy had a diarrhea.
Jay Weber, Melinda, Cheryl, Mingdaugus Stonkus, Forrest Johns, Kat, Ryan Jones, and Cheguro Humi. Cheguro Humi. Thank you, new patrons. And
All
welcome
right.
aboard.
Ian, what do you got on your end?
On Patreon, we just did Jamie Osuna.
That guy is fucking wild.
Yeah. That is a crazy story.
Cool face tats that guy has.
He's got a lot going on.
That's a term. Cool is a description.
Interesting story.
Some of those had to hurt so fucking bad.
Ooh. Yeah.
The big Joker one across his mouth and stuff.
Probably not hurt as bad as getting decapitated in a jail cell.
It's true. So
Solid point.
that's over on Patreon.
Dave, anything else on your end?
No, sir.
Well, look at
Nothing
that.
to speak of.
Flying through these outros here. We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Necronomipod, patreon.com/Necronomipod, amazon.com, search Necronomipod for all of our merch, and necronomipod.com.
All right, you guys ready for a cool down beer?
Cheers.